It is no secret that Joe Biden is the chief liar in charge. How many times do I have to tell you that the fish rots from the head? Democrats take their cues from lying Joe Biden. The latest Democrat, this is proof that it filters all the way down to the lowest levels of the Republican Party. The latest is this cat, Ben Kamens. Ben Kamens is apparently the communications director for Democrat Congresswoman Mary Kaptur of Ohio. Ben Kamens posted a picture of his student loan forgiveness letter. Look at this. But what a dopey Democrat he is. First off, he's so proud he got $8,000 of his student loan debt forgiven. $8,000. The dude makes $113,000 a year. He couldn't pay off $50 a month, maybe $75 a month. No, instead, you and I are paying for that. Apparently, the debt started in 2010, so he's had almost 14 years to pay this stuff off. He's also boasted about having Philadelphia Eagles season tickets, and he can't pay off his student loan debt. How about this? This is a picture of his house. So the address there is this address in Pennsylvania. But wait, I thought he works in D.C. But he's got a nearly $600,000 house in Pennsylvania where he got this letter, by the way. And lo and behold, he can't afford his student loan, but he lives in Pennsylvania. But I thought he lives in D.C. Langhorne, Pennsylvania to Washington, D.C. is about a 3-hour drive. And look at this. His location says he lives in D.C. He even posted about moving to D.C. and how hard it was to find work. The reason I bring this up is because his voter registration card says he lives in Pennsylvania, Langhorne, Pennsylvania. But the problem is he's boasted about living in Washington, D.C. Now, last I checked, folks, this amounts to voter fraud. So not only did we just get screwed with his student loan debt, but now he's voting in Pennsylvania when he lives in D.C. That, folks, is against the law because, as I said, it's a 3-hour drive from Langhorne, Pennsylvania to Washington, D.C. I doubt he's making that commute every day. This needs to be investigated because if it's true, then he engaged in voter fraud. That, folks, is a Democrat at work. This is proof, literally, that Joe Biden is buying off votes. You can come back full. We don't need to stay on that for too long. This is literally that Joe Biden is buying off votes. Giving $8,000 to this clown when he posts pictures like this. I don't know when the last time you went out in Washington, D.C. and ordered a seafood tower, but they can literally be $200-300 for a seafood tower like that. And then what about Fat Cat Ben Kamens hanging out in the hot tub, some ritzy location, smoking a cigar? The cigar, I don't know if it's a good one. It could cost upwards of his monthly payment for that student loan debt. But no, he's got to get that forgiven by Joe Biden. Well, he got approached today in the halls of Congress. Watch this.
Your student debt has been paid off by. What do you have to say about the fact that your student debt has been paid off by?
So, first off, what a slob. This is typical of Democrats, right? He went to the John Fetterman School of Fashion. Oh, wait, they're both from Pennsylvania. Is that some kind of a deal there? Hoodie sweatshirts in the halls of Congress? No. This guy's a loser, and he got called out for being a loser. And Joe Biden's student loan debt forgiveness program is a loser program for losers who are deadbeats on their debt, to put it bluntly. But we've got another lying Democrat. Unfortunately, this one's from my home state of Texas. Take a look at this guy. This guy is Terrell Patel. He's running for county commissioner in Fort Bend, Texas. He accused Republicans of attacking him for being Hindu, I guess, claiming that these were racist and disgusting insults that he received online. He made posts about it. He talked about it. The only problem is cops say Patel made it all up. He hijacked some dude's picture, opened up a Facebook page, called himself Antonio Scallywag, and started posting messages like this about himself. This is like a bad episode of Mean Girls. Was he even born here? Probably communist. Wasn't a Republican who wrote that. Cops say Patel wrote that himself. How about this one? It reads, "Trust me, Andy Myers is a true Christian. Our first commandment orders is to denounce all false gods like the monkey and the elephant." Well, Andy Myers is who he's running against. I guess the monkey and the elephant have something to do with his Hindu religion. But again, cops say he wrote that on his fake Facebook page, that he hijacked a picture of some local community member as well. So all of this reeks, this lowlife cheater who can't win without besmirching the good name of Republicans, again going down this road of accusing us of racists, when really we know it's the Democrats that are so racist. It reminds me of old Jussie Smollett. Remember him? The actor who staged his attack by red hat wearing Trump-loving thugs. All a hoax. This was Christopher Rufo spelling that out.
But what we've seen a pattern. A colleague of mine, Will Riley, has written an entire book called Hate Crime Hoax. These are serious crimes, but oftentimes, in many cases, they're actually hoaxes to perpetuate a political narrative. So we should always approach these hate crimes with a degree of skepticism. We should investigate them if they actually are real crimes. But we should not be surprised at incidents like the Jussie Smollett incident, where they're simply invented to promote a political narrative, even though they end up hurting real victims.
You know the reality, folks? I'm just going to be skeptical of everything a Democrat does. I really am. I'm hard-pressed to meet a Democrat I can trust. The sad reality.